So to start, I mean, obviously, just the environment in itself was a lot. I mean, there was a lot at stake. You guys go down 7 into the half. You come out big in the third. What was the difference? It was a tale of two halves. What was different in the third?
From the jump, we had the conversation of how exciting and how big of a crowd it was going to be. Just to settle in, be confident, play with patience. I think they kind of punched us in the mouth to start. We had some turnovers early, missed some shots we usually make. Our communication was a little bit off defensively, but one of the things we talked about was we settled in, and we should have been down a lot more. We were only down 7 at the half, so I told the guys the first 4 minutes are really, really important, and unfortunately it just didn't go our way the first 4 minutes.
Put a bow on the season for you all. I mean, obviously, the highs and lows of the season, as you well know. Walk us through just your takeaways from your first year at this job.
Yeah, I was just telling the seniors specifically. We spent some time really celebrating them. Donovan, Dane, and Logan put this program on the map when they got here. They stepped foot into the gym, and people knew who Herbert Hoover basketball was. So just celebrating those guys, and they made my first year so much easier, along with a lot of these young guys that just hopped on the wagon and we went off. And finished at 19-5, which is still something to be really, really proud of. But just a lot of highs, like you said, a lot of lows, a lot of learning experiences that I didn't know that I had to make. So one of the things I told them was I thought my game plan could have been better tonight, and it wasn't. And you just got to continue to grow and make better decisions as I move forward as a coach.
Talk about what you saw, the contribution that Jalon Bailey, number 12 for them, gave them early on, especially. I think he had 14 in the first half.
Yeah.
Smallest guy, and I think you got, just when I saw you had a guy like that too, and number 1. You talk about his, the smallest guy on the floor, and he's out there, really putting his team on his back.
Yeah, Jalon Bailey's a really special player. On our scouting report, I have do it all guy in all capitals and an exclamation mark. Early, he wasn't really hitting shots. So what did he do? He got on the offensive glass and he gave his team extra opportunities. Defensively, he's one of the best defensive players we've seen all year. And then once he gets that confidence going, he gets a few offensive rebounds, a few layups here and there, his confidence starts to go up. So appreciate you, man. And then he starts to make shots. So, just a real do-it-all player. And Coach Olson's got a really, really good one in Jalon Bailey, and he has had it for 4 years.
When talking with Ronnie, it just seems like this game probably shouldn't have happened. This game probably should have been played down in Charleston with the regional seating, I should say. Just from your perspective, I mean, the system. You don't have to go too in depth with it, but just this whole postseason. Kind of talk about that and just your reaction to this game being played here instead of possibly down in Charleston.
Yeah, it's just unfortunate. I think in our region, not only we've had this conversation. Not only are there 9 teams. But there's 4 or 5 teams that have a legit chance of winning a state title, and unfortunately, only 2 can go. And I think one of the things we talked about was that it is a truly top 5, top 6 matchup in the state, and then having to come here against a team that just won a state championship and hardly ever loses here. Our backs were against the wall to start, and this is a heck of an environment, and it was a heck of an opportunity, and we just didn't have it tonight.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.